Okay.
Brother.
Okay.
Just a dude from the bird, man, trying to make it.
Dude from the bird trying to make it positive. So everybody always talk about they give us the guys from Orangeburg a bad image. We young brothers out here trying to make it happen.
Right.
So let's start from baby Amahd. Amahd comes from the hospital. Does Amahd come home to? Is it mom, dad in the house, mom in the house? Let's go from birth.
So coming home from birth, it was just my mom, my brother, and my sister.
Okay.
So my brother, Reggie, shout out my brother Reginald Fleetwood, Hold Up Entertainment, shout out to y'all. My brother's about 8 years older than me.
Okay.
Then my sister, you know my sister, Archie,
yep.
aka Tori.
I think she got engaged.
Yeah, just got engaged on her birthday and on New Year's. Shout out to my future brother-in-law, Oliver. Yo, love y'all, appreciate y'all. And then my sister, she's a year older than me.
Okay.
So coming to the house, it was just us and then Grams.
Okay. Just the regular. I hate to say not the typical, but the more likely story from where we from.
Right.
Okay. So mom Duke's she making it do what it do.
Yep.
Okay. So at that time, we doing sports. This time we let Grams from birth to what?
No, Grams always lived close.
Okay.
Like for as long as I can remember, Grams lived a couple miles away, if not a couple houses down.
Okay.
From us. At about 2, my step pops.
Okay.
Shout out to my stepdad, which is actually my dad. Shout out to him. At about 2, he stepped in my life.
Okay.
So
shout out to the stepdads that don't get enough credit.
Absolutely, man. That's my dude. That's who.
Okay.
That's who I mirror myself after.
Okay.
That's who I'm like. That's who, personality-wise, the way I act, the way I carry myself, the work ethic, all that comes from my pops.
Okay. I got you raised you.
Yeah, he raised me, hands down.
Okay. So he comes in your life at 2,
mm-hmm.
and at 2, what are you to the point where you notice the difference, or you don't know nothing but him just being there?
So no, I know at 2 you really don't know.
Uh-huh.
Probably at about 4 or 5, I started to know. People like, man, you look just like your dad. Like, yeah, no, I look like my dad. No, you look your real dad. My real biological dad's name is Leg.
Okay.
So people always tell me I look like him
mm-hmm.
or whatever the case may be, but I don't know. I never met him. I didn't meet him until I was like 24.
Woo.
Yeah. So I didn't know. So I knew who he was, but I didn't know of him. I didn't know what he looked like. I'd never seen him. I never met him.
He's just a guy.
He's just a dude.
I hate to say somebody. I hope my family don't take this a certain way. When my mother's biological father passed, he is my grandfather. But when he died, I told somebody it's hard to shed tears for a man I don't know.
Absolutely. Because your family is not defined, or your mother or father is not defined by who gave you birth. It's defined by who was there, who raised me.
Correct.
Because I got, like right now, I have a ton of family members,
mm-hmm.
but guys I was in the military with.
They're your family.
That's my family. Like most of those guys were in my wedding.
Okay.
I mean, traveling from Abu Dhabi, traveling from Afghanistan, New Orleans, like they
mm-hmm.
traveled all over to come for my special day. You get what I'm saying? So that makes
y'all brothers.
Because we brothers. I get the whole thing when they say blood is thicker than water, but blood ain't defined by the blood that's through your veins.
Okay. Well, so I'm gonna throw this thing in. I think if somebody, when you said Amahd from the bird, the first thing to think about you is bald. Yeah. I think that's probably the first thing, especially at that age, because I met you in middle school,
mm-hmm.
so I came to Clark.
Shout out to Clark Middle School.
Yeah, shout out to Clark Middle School. I went from Bowman Elementary to Clark Middle School,
mm-hmm.
and you was playing ball then.
Yeah.
So everybody then, and you, I remember you always having the ball. It seemed like.
Absolutely.
So people that my group, they know Amahd from playing ball.
Yeah.
So that's something that your stepdad got you into, or that's something that you just got into just from being in the neighborhood?
No, man. My dad hooped.
Okay.
My dad had letters from probably every school in the country.
Okay.
To hoop. He had a McDonald's All-American letter and everything.
Wow.
Like my pops was like that.
Wow.
Like he was like that. My brother was like that. I mean, shoot left-handed, right-handed, point guard. Like he did. Like he was it. So I had no choice but to hoop.
But to play ball.
Right. I played football for like a year or two at Clark. It was cool playing football, but it wasn't as fun, or it wasn't my thing like basketball was. I'm an athlete, so I can play any sport, but basketball was my thing. Trying to kill Freeport Donnie playing small fry basketball. And shout out to Kwame, man, our boy Kreku. Kwame Kreku, God bless.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. Man, Kreku, Marcus Mintz.
Shout out Mark. Hey, shout out Marcus because Marcus always tuning in.
Marcus, man, that's my dog, man.
Marcus
Paul Riley.
Marcus had one of the latest growth spurts I've ever seen.
Man, Marcus like 25 when he had a growth spurt.
Shout out to you, Marcus, but you had one of the latest growth spurts I've ever seen. It came, but man, it's one of the latest growth spurts I've ever seen. But shout out to Paulie.
I'm trying to think who else played down there. Look, Chucky from Bowman.
Shout out Chuck. I know
Chuck from Bowman. Lil Darius. I don't know if you know Lil Darius. I don't know what is Darius' last name. Bucci. You know him as Bucci. Yeah, Bucci. All them dudes that I helped. My dad was the coach for our little league team. And we played small fry probably for like 3 or 4 years. All of us on the same team. Sterling was on our team.
That's a good
Sterling
team.
Lucas. So we always had a really good team, man. We had they used to stay at my house. We had a minivan. Everybody used to pile in the van. We used to go to the game together. Like we was
just living a good life.
Times were simpler at that point.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody know Mark playing ball. I know Mark playing ball. Then we get to high school. Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell this funny story. I'm not gonna say the young man's name. I'm not gonna say his name.
That's from middle school.
Middle school.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not gonna say the young man's name. I was right there. I'm not gonna say the young man's name. You put a beating on the fella. It was I like.
Hold on, before we start this story.
Okay.
Let's put this out there.
Okay.
I never bothered anybody.
You did not.
I was laid back. I was cool with everybody.
You did not.
I was chill.
You was.
He just had to push me to that point.
You was. Okay. I can second that. It's not like you went around starting trouble. You had all. Yeah. You didn't. But I don't know what he did that day. At the school. I don't know what he did. But whatever he did, I'm pretty sure he wish he didn't do it. Because, boy, you put something on him and shout out to that guy. We not friends. I don't know you like that. You ain't my homie, but I'm going to respect you not say your name. But you ain't my dog. But that's just a funny story. I was like, because what made it weird, it's almost like when I got my trouble was that it wasn't like you. If it would have been
out of my character.
Correct. If it would have been like
I was causing trouble.
Some other classmates be like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what you was like, what's going on? But shout out that guy was taking that L that day.
Yeah.
So we go to OW.
Yeah.
Get OW. Did you play ball at OW, right?
Yeah, I played at OW first 3 years. I didn't play my senior year because I tore something in my knee.
Okay.
Yep, tore something in my right knee. I had a cast on for most of that year. Remember I was walking around that big blue cast on.
You did.
For most of my senior year.
You did.
So I didn't play. So I didn't play at all that year.
And to be honest, just my side opinion when it comes to OW basketball, I would just say we did not have the greatest. I think for the athletes we had, we didn't run the proper offense. I'm gonna just say that. I'm leaving it like that. For the athletes we had,
I'm not gonna disagree with that.
For the athletes we had, I don't think we ran the proper offense for the athletes we had. I'll just say that.
So that was a situation where they had a system that was set for so long, and it quote unquote worked. That the system never revolved around the actual players that we had.
Correct.
Because we had athletes, we had guys that could get out and run, we had shooters,
Correct.
But it was a simplistic offense that we had run. And the crazy part about it is the middle schools ran the same offense that the high schools ran because we were a feeder.
Yeah.
So all the middle schools ran.
You want to already know the offense when they get the
so by the time we went from middle school to high school, we basically knew who was on the team. Like we knew we knew Donnie, Rob, me, Paulie. You had who was on that team? Kendrick. RIP.
R.I.P. Kendrick. That guy's over 5.
Kendrick. Yeah. Kendrick was a part of our class, man. We had.
But then Paulie didn't play ball all 4 years.
No, Paulie didn't play all 4 years either.
He stopped too. But shout Donnie, because Donnie ran point guard the whole time. But
couldn't go right.
Couldn't go right.
Then we had Sante. You had Money.
He didn't play all 4 years.
No, he didn't play all 4 years. I think Money played up until his junior year, I think, as well.
And no, I think everybody stopped for the same reason.
Yeah. Well, it started to get.
We just
become more politics than.
We just say offense.
Yeah.
Because shout out to the people. I know some people watching. That's why I just say we just say politics. Shout out to them. Okay. So all right, you get to high school. You finish high school. What comes after high school?
So I was supposed to. I ended up having a scholarship to Wofford, even though I didn't play my.
Did not know that.
Yeah. So I didn't play my senior year. In the summer, my dad's best friend coached at North.
Okay.
Miguel Burns. So I played in a
Shout out
tournament.
to Mr. Funny story.
You know Burns?
Yes, I do
That's
know
my
Burns.
dad's best friend.
Let me tell you how I know Burns. We used to go to our church, him and his wife, and they got the daughters.
Yes.
Because I met him. When I met him, he was coaching at Fairfield Central.
Yeah. Yep.
Small world.
Small world.
Yeah.
So listen. So because I didn't play my senior year, they were doing a showcase at Wofford in and I want to say Wofford's in Spartanburg.
Yes, sir. Spartanburg.
So they were playing. So he was like, "Well, do you want to play in a tournament with me?" Because I wasn't doing that with no W at the time. So I was like,
which is probably illegal now, but
it wasn't legal at the time.
Yeah, everybody was there too. But we gonna let it ride.
So I played in the tournament with them. Man, I had a pretty good showing at the showcase. So I had the So the coach came up and talked to me after the tournament and offered me a scholarship to come play at the school. So it was all set for me to go play there after the year, and then